Hey guys, happy Sunday. I'm Chris. This is Bikes and Bud. It's been a while. I'm actually just getting over COVID. So let's do a little video. Just driving down to the store and I'm gonna get some fuel for me mule and a little gas for me ass. I need a little petrol and a little bit of Monster. So let's go and get that done. So, man, I've been having a rough fucking time lately, you guys. I've been dealing, well, not now, I'm over this now, but the last couple of months I've been having dealt with a really bad case of diverticulitis. I don't know if you guys, any of you have that or anybody knows what diverticulitis is, but that is when you develop small pockets, weakened pockets in your bowel or your intestine. Almost like a hernia from what I understand, and those are called diverticula, and once in a while those can become twisted or inflamed or infected and stuff, and then you have diverticulitis, which causes a lot of back pain, a lot of stomach pain, causes you to pass a lot of blood and stuff like that of that nature. It's a really shitty time, and they didn't really know what was going on with me for a while. So it was pretty frustrating to say the least, but we did get it figured out. It took 3-4 different antibiotics before we found one that fought off the infection, but I was feeling a lot better. I missed a couple weeks of work in a month because of this, because I just couldn't do anything. There were times, you guys, where I couldn't even hold the bathroom. Like, I had trouble with that. Like, I had trouble using the bathroom and always feeling like I needed to use it but never being able to, along with the pain and all the discomfort. So I was off for that for a while. I was back stronger, better than ever, feeling great. And then I fucking test positive for COVID. And that hit me like a train. Clearly, I exaggerate. COVID didn't hit me like a train. There are many, 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 many people who got COVID who were much worse off with it than I was. I did have a fair bit of trouble breathing, and it did affect my lungs mostly, and I definitely completely lost my sense of taste and smell for a few days. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, or as bad as it could have been, and it is for some people. First, it was just me out of my family testing positive, so I was self-isolating in my bedroom upstairs. It was a great time. I was catching up on some video games like I haven't done in years. Then what happened was my oldest son tested positive. After he tested positive, my youngest son tested positive, and my wife didn't. So my quarantine went from me relaxing, trying to get better by myself, to me looking after my 2 little ones that have COVID, and man, they didn't skip a beat. They were full of piss and vinegar. Like, the only reason they know they were sick was because I'm telling them that they're sick and they have COVID. But yeah, I'm over it now. I've been tested negative since yesterday. So I've been taking 2 or 3 tests a day, and I'm still negative. So this is my first time out of the house. I'm pretty excited to actually go out and do something. Excuse me, to do something. So I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna grab some drinks and maybe some fuel. Oof. Yeah, looking at that fuel gauge, we better get turned around and get lined up for some gasoline. My wife loves to use our car for door dashing, but she also loves to door dash in the evening until she is out of gas, and then come home and park the car. So I made it home, put a little fuel in my mule, got a little gas for me ass. Now I'm just sitting in the driveway looking at the X. It's a beautiful bike. You'll notice I'm not in the Ram anymore. I don't think I ever talked about this, but you guys, I got rid of the Ram. It was like it was a life decision for me to commit from going and owning a 4-wheeled car to solely just owning a motorcycle. It was a life decision, it was a personal decision, and that's what I do now. This is my wife's car. I barely ever drive it. I didn't even remember that it had a gas door lock on it that I had to flip to put gas in it. I literally pretty much just ride the bike, and that was just a lifestyle choice that I wanted for myself. It kind of sounded silly when I say it out loud, but that's just me. So I gave up the truck, bought a sick-ass VTX 2005 fuel-injected linked braking. It's a VTX 1800 F2. The thing is a fucking monster. I wouldn't trade it for any Harley in the world. But I love it to death. I'm happy not having a car. During the winter, it does become a bit of a pain in the butt, but I plan on getting a smaller bike. I can put some snow tires on, get a nice high-vis suit, and we're gonna see if maybe this year or next year, at the end of bike season, we don't have to call it quits, and I can just ride to work back and forth every day. Where I work is a fire and safety equipment store, so there's all kinds of high-vis gear, lots of stuff to keep you warm, dry, and visible. So I think I can be decked out enough to make this happen. As of right now, it's going to be happy driving the X this summer. My wife is super excited to get out. Excuse me. Little exhaust fumes. She's super excited to get out. Pretty sure I told you guys last summer she took her bike course. It went well for her. She learned a lot, but she left still having a lot more to learn. I'm hoping I can get her to take the course again this summer, because I want her to be really comfortable before she's out on the road by herself. Not even by herself, but just before she's out on the road on a bike. I want her to have as much knowledge and be as comfortable on the machine as she can be. So if that means spending another $500 this summer to have her take that same course again, just to go through all that again, then let's do it. It'll be worth it next year when we're out riding together. She's super excited to get out. I'm super excited to get out. Seems like all the events around us are back on. Hopefully you guys have heard of the Wharf Rat Rally. That's a huge bike event that happens here in Nova Scotia. It happens out in Digby, and people come from all across the world, I believe, all from the States anyways. It's a huge thing. There's thousands of bikes there. There's vendors, there's music, there's booze. It's a good fucking time. You'll definitely be seeing me and my wife down there this summer, no doubt. We've missed it the last few years because of this COVID bullshit, but now it's back on. You can go online to the Wharf Rat website and you can actually see a countdown, a real-time countdown until Wharf Rat Rally. Another biker event that's super close to me, it's just down over the hill, is the Devil Half Acre. I'm super fucking pumped for that. We do burnout competitions, there's show competitions. It's just a lot of fun. A lot of bikers come down. You don't need to be a biker, you don't need to have a bike or anything. Just come down, enjoy the atmosphere, and enjoy the people. It's just a good time. Besides that, like things like Apple Blossom, I'm pretty sure are back on for this year. Apple Blossom is something we hold here in the Valley, because I'm pretty sure Nova Scotia is the apple capital of Canada. And every year during the Apple Blossom, we have a festival called the Apple Blossom Festival, where we have parades and carnivals and stuff like that. And the last couple of years without it has really been a bummer. When you've been here your whole life, you kind of take it for granted, but when it stops happening, you really miss it. So anyways, my wife's calling, guys. She probably sees me sitting out here in the car talking to myself and is wondering what's going on. So until next time, hopefully it won't be so long. I love y'all. Stay crispy. Let me know down in the comments section what your guys' deal's been with COVID so far. If any of you have had it, if you have any run-ins with it, any family members catch it, how have you guys made out? Fingers crossed that any of you guys that have had run-ins with it have made out okay and everybody's come out on top.